Nikhil is basically my research scholar, and he's working on geography of exclusion. That is his topic. Yeah. So Nikhil, you can just put off the video and yes. So basically, we have done this, and now the very important procedure, that what we are, how we are supposed to attach the Google Sheet, okay, or Google Drive rather. Now you can see that what Nikhil has done. First, Nikhil is going to the Google Drive, and in Google Drive, he has created one folder, and the name of the folder is test. You can just click on that. Yes. After that, he is preparing a new sheet, that is Google Sheet, and it is basically okay. So he has created one spreadsheet, that is Google Sheet. So again, I repeat, once we are ready with the form, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to go to our own Google Drive, okay, the email which we have shared on this build org, and then in the same email we can go and we can basically go for the making of a folder, separate folder, because it is convenient. And then in that folder we can basically go for the creation of a new spreadsheet, that is through Google Sheets. Okay, so that is the option. Yeah, then you can rename it, and basically he has renamed it as water. Okay, now you can also see that this Google spreadsheet has a URL which Nikhil has highlighted. Can you see this? Can everyone see this? Yeah. So what he is doing is he is copying that URL, simply copying that URL. Okay. Now Nikhil is again navigating back to the ODK form. Now we are in ODK form, and so it is edit. Nikhil, go slow. Edit. Can you see now? See in Google form, you can see above there are in the test bar your file, edit, view, help. These are the options, right? Now what Nikhil has chosen is edit. So after file, there is an option called as edit. Okay, reselect it, Nikhil. Edit. And then the last option, form properties. Now in this form properties, you will find that now the information has come that this particular form title, okay, on device is a test form, okay. There is an instance name. So here, there is a calculated expression to name submissions based on submission data. So we don't need this kind of information. There is nothing like public key. There is so after title on the device, instance name we don't need to enter. Public key we don't need to enter. You can simply come to submission URL. Okay. Now which URL we are pasting here? जो एक्सेल जो हमने स्प्रेडशीट बनाया है, that Excel spreadsheet का URL we are pasting here. Understood? Any query so far?
Ma'am, can you repeat it once, if
Yeah,
possible?
yeah. Okay, sure, sure. Okay, so we are again going back. After we are okay with this particular ODK form, so we have prepared this ODK form, we have completed that particular work with ODK build. What we are supposed to do is we are supposed to come to our own drive, Google Drive. Okay. In that Google Drive, you are supposed to create a new folder, right? So what you can do, simply you can just click and then you can say new folder, and the new folder will be created. On new you can click, there is an option folder, select that option, so that option will get highlighted. You can just say that new and give the name and create. So we have created the folder. Now you go to this particular folder. Inside that folder, you have to create a spreadsheet. So simply again you can go to new Google Sheets, and then you will find that blank spreadsheet. So we have created a blank spreadsheet. Okay, and then you will find that the spreadsheet has been titled as water 1. Okay, done. Now you will find that if you look at this Google tab, and there you will find that he has highlighted. So if you look at this, you will find that here for this Google sheet, this particular URL has been created. Okay, what we are doing is we are copying this URL. So we have copied this URL, and then you will find that we are going to this ODK. In ODK, Nikhil, go back. See, you can see file, edit, view, and help option. Yeah, in that you have to go to edit, and then the last option, form properties. Okay, click on that. Automatically, you will find that our name of the form comes here in the first. Second and third, I said that is not associated with us. Directly, you can go for just a minute. Submission URL, and in that submission URL, you can simply paste the um, URL which we have copied. Now, when you are pasting this URL is of the Excel spreadsheet which you have created in your Google Drive. Understood? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Great, great.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, done. So you have to say done. Then you have to go to file. Once this linking is done, go to file, and then you can simply say that export to XML. Okay? So now you are exporting this form as XML document. So click on that. Okay, done. You have to say download. When you download, you can see this particular test form is go to download folder, Nikhil. So you can see this test form. Okay, this test form is basically in this download, right? And if you look at this extension, it is the type of document, it is XML document. Okay, Nikhil, go back to ODK. Yeah, another thing is that even suppose if you have worked on this form and now you don't have time, you can also save this form. Okay, just go to file, and then you can say that save. It will ask the name save. Okay, okay, so there is a little network issue again. It will try to save. You can just go for save form as. Okay, this is a test form, and then save. Okay, I see. But you can also save this particular form as ODK build form. Okay, you have to go to save form to file. Great. And then you will find that you can also see this particular test form ODK. Just go to downloads. Yeah, you can see the same form we have also saved in ODK build file. Okay, again I'll repeat this. Nikhil, just go back to ODK. Yeah. So file, save form to file, and then you will find that the form is getting downloaded with the extension .odk build. Nikhil, now just close this form. Just close this tab. ODK ka tab hi close karo. Okay, so that's it. Again, we are going to ODK build. Yes, we are entering into ODK. माझंच घे. So I'm signing in. I've signed in. Now the form which we have saved and want to work again. Suppose if मैंने 8-10 questions किया था, फिर मुझे time नहीं मिला, and then again I have to switch off everything, and again now I want to work on the same form. I want to add more questions. So simply what I can do, go to file, my forms, or load from the file. Okay, so you can choose, and then you can simply go to this particular form which we have downloaded. So choose that form. So select that form, and it has to be ODK build file. Okay, so ODK build file वाला ही form हम open करेंगे. Load. आ गया form. ठीक है. Now once this form is with you, you can again go on adding the questions, deleting the questions, edit the form the way you want. Is that clear? So it is that easy that you have to just, only the thing is, remember that even if you have to download the form as, go to file, save form from file, save form to file, and that save form to file will download. Okay, and the form, when you want to next time go and open the form and then work on that form, it has to be the form with .odk build extension. Okay, clear this? Yeah. Now the next procedure. So this we have already done. File upload. Now you have seen that we have downloaded the XML document, if you remember. Now that XML document, you click on that and then open. Okay, that you have to upload in your new test. Okay, I'm repeating. I know, I can see from the faces there is little confusion because in between I showed you that saving of ODK form. Okay, first step. Go to ODK. First step क्या करना है हम लोग को? First step, go to Google Drive. Once your form is ready, go to Google Drive. Okay, create a new folder and create a new Excel spreadsheet. Okay, that we have done, right? Then go to ODK, go to edit, then form properties, and जो Excel sheet का URL है वो हमें यहाँ पे paste करना है. Done? So we have done that. Then you have to go to file, and then you have to export to XML. ये हमें download करना है, वो जो हम लोग ने already किया है. ठीक है, download. Then you can go to your new test, जो भी हम लोग ने फोल्डर क्रिएट किया है वहां पे जाना है, और हमें ये जो हम लोग ने XML डॉक्यूमेंट जो डाउनलोड किया है, that XML document we have to upload there. So we have to go to file, upload. You have to choose it from this XML document and then open. Done? Yes? Is it clear? सबको समझ में आ रहा है?
Okay.
किसी को नहीं समझा है बोलो.
Ma'am, outside. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am, how to upload payment slip?
How to upload?
Last one, that file again.
Fine. Understood.
You were on mute actually.
Yeah. I did not. Actually, we are working with only devices right now. Yeah. So that, otherwise that echoes the sound. थोड़ा, yeah. Have you understood, Kirti Kumar? Yeah. So now if you look at this is the Excel spreadsheet and this is the URL. Okay. Now this URL, so you have to copy this URL and you can share it with you. You can actually share it in your own email. तो ये जो कॉपी किया URL है वो खुद को आप email कर लो. You can simply go your email ID and you can just copy it. Can you see the URL? I just copied the URL and I'm sending the URL to me. Okay, send. And if you look at this particular, click on your commenter and editor. So you have to do it as editor. Otherwise, you will not be able to upload your results. So you have to keep this as editor, right? Editor, send. So share this particular spreadsheet URL, and then now this ODK built and link and everything is over. Now actually it is the time for ODK Collect, that is a mobile application. Okay. Just give me a moment so that I can, join, share screen from my mobile phones to show you the ODK thing. Okay, just a moment. So now I'm sharing my mobile screen, and now Nikhil will show you that how actually this from mobile how we can get this. Okay, we'll follow the procedure step by step.
So first of all, this is an image, right? So first of all, we received that we email person only just now. So we go to the email. Here it is. Now just click on open. Select this URL and copy. Now go to ODK. Once on the ODK, on top corner of this application, screen of this application, there is an option like cache connectivity.dashboard. You have to click on that. Means in your access, it shows that ODK select.dashboard. If you click on this,
So sorry to disturb. Need to download the app. This
Okay.
right?
Yes, of course.
Can you show me on the app store? What
Yes, of course. On Play Store, just type ODK select. Okay. So this is an application you have to download. Is it?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So once you open the application, just click on the top corner of your screen of application. Top right corner. There is a setting option, project setting. It's already there are projects we are working on. So for right now, we are demonstrating water wala survey, right? So we are changing the settings. In settings, you have an options. In that, there's a first option, server, right? So click on server. There's an asking type. On type, if you click, there is an two options, ODK and Google Drive, Google Sheets. So I select Google Drive and Google Sheet in that first option in the under the heading of type. May I go forward? May I go ahead? The
Yes.
second option is Google account. When you click on Google account, just make sure on which account you share your sheets, spreadsheet, and in which drive you have download or upload your file, ODK build file. That the same account you have to select here. Is it okay? So I'm selecting aparna.fadke at geography.mu.ac.in. Okay. Then below that, third option is fallback submission URL. We have copied that URL, that link, right? So I'm simply holding my key on it and say paste. So new URL spreadsheet has been pasted here. Okay, everyone. Yes, Vaidya sir, any query?
Sir, I have downloaded that app. I have downloaded
Yes,
that
you
app.
can say. Yes, sir.
It's showing configure with QR code and manually enter project details.
Okay, just a second. There's an option setting. Is there an option of settings?
Just below network connectivity app spot. Okay, there itself, then you can say settings. Can you see settings?
Sachin sir,
No, sir, there's no such thing which is shown over there. Only two options: configure with QR code and manually enter project details.
okay, click on manually enter on project details.
With username and password.
Sorry,
It should be username and password.
okay. You're not showing that setting option. Okay. Just share your screen. Is it possible to you?
Uh, mm, Wait a second.
Yes, of course. Yes, sir. Just click on cancel. Click on manually enter project details. Just write your Google www.google.com in URL. So you have downloaded ODK Collect or ODK Collect Anywhere? Sachin sir.
So that's what I have shown now. Downloaded
That
the
is
same ODK Collect.
okay. May I see the application icon? Just go to the your home screen. Where is ODK Collect? Okay, open it. Just manually enter the project details. Just click on that. Okay. You just share your
You are okay, sir. I will do it. Later. Okay, it will take time now. So I'll do it later.
By the time Sachin is doing this, Radhika is raised hand, so Radhika, you can raise your question. You can go for the URL afterward as well. Just make sure after adding the URL, just delete it after every set and done. Okay. Yeah, Radhika.
So my question is that say field we usually have 10 to 15 numbers to collect data. Now originally on the app you logged into your account to Google, right? Now I have a Google account that is my personal account wherein the
You can simply share. There is no problem. There is a share option.
ten people
Yeah.
will be able to access
Yes, you have to give the airtime. So before that option is there. So there is a condition that you have to give to give your business URL account or URL by pasting, they will also have access to the same spreadsheet where they can upload. So even if there are some 10, 20 people, they will be because Mridul Lede sir, we actually was working on hunger mapping. So there I think around 10 to 12 volunteers were there. And those volunteers were given those URLs. You can just train them. And then actually, I think more than that, the students they collected data and the data was piled up. So it's all about giving them access to your spreadsheet and then so the URL has to be given and you have to keep the tag of sharing as read.
right.
So what you can do is what making sure that the email was sent to me, right? Now that email, that particular spreadsheet का जो भी URL है, that you can share with suppose if you have 10 volunteers, so you take their email IDs and you insert their email IDs and then give them that access editor. Understood, Radhika?
Yes, yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Shall we move ahead, Vivek sir, with what we are demonstrating?
Please, madam. Please, madam.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And we will come back to Sachin sir's screen. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
So in server, you just type within a type you, under the heading of type, you just select Google Drive and Google Sheet. In Google account, make sure that you have got that email, you have your ODT, also the spreadsheet. Click the email and follow by something URL that we have copied just now. You have to paste here and say okay. Then checking is done. Go back to the home screen. There's a second last option says get blank form. Okay, click on get blank form. I'm refreshing it. Allow. Share with me. Okay.
My
Close. Just a second. Inserting. Okay.
Test, test one. Test.
Get blank forms.
काय चाललंय नेटवर्क?
Yeah, just give me a second. There is some technical snag. Okay, maybe some internet issue. Give me a minute.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah, so this particular procedure is to link the URL with this ODK, and as they keep on updating, so sometimes some technical issue may come. So just give us 1 second. We had done this in the morning, but that sometimes it is technical things happen, and okay, so that is what. So we are just trying it. Okay.
Hello everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Sir, just one thing to add. When we
Yeah.
share the when we share the Excel sheet, the similar way we have to share the ODK file as well. I have uploaded but not share the ODK file. So we have to
Interesting.
share the
Yeah, I'm
ODK
just
file as
sharing
well.
the screen. Yeah, yeah. So that you will understand. Okay, now you can see that these two files are there, and what we did, we shared this file. You will have to also share this file as well. So you have to just click here, share, and then in a similar way, So this is editor, right? So here you have to share the file. So suppose if I'm sharing this file with myself, okay, and then I have to make myself editor and then I have to send, right? So what we have to do is Excel and these two files we have to share with our own, you can say, email, and then you can go to. So I'm sharing here this. I will stop this share screen, and now Nikhil, you can start this one. Yeah. Now when we are going here, okay, what we have to do is, yeah, so you can see now this is the XML document, right? And this XML document, what I have to do? I have to just open, okay? Once the XML document is opened, then I have to just download it in my mobile as well. Download. So one item is already downloaded. Now I can go to ODK. Okay, then I go to get blank form, and you will find that shared with me. But this is not shared with me. It is on my drive. So I will choose my drive. Okay, and when I'm scrolling down, you can see testform.xml is seen. Okay, can you see the form? Yeah. Are you able to see the form? I have to select it, and then you will find that download selected. That's what I have to say. So it shows that success. That means the form has been downloaded successfully. So I say okay. Then I have to go to fill blank form. Can you see now the test form shown there? So I'm just clicking on the test form. Okay. Now I can just write. Now whatever questions we have given, all those questions can be seen in mobile. So probably we can just enter the type. Age of the respondent 27. Now date, select date and select time. So it asks you, it is the system provided date and time. So you can simply say okay, click on it okay, select time, click on it okay. Yes, next. Now this is the geolocation. So I have to put my location tab on. So my location tab is already on. Now what I'm going to do is I can just start the geolocation. So initially it will try to gather the satellites and I am sitting inside. So you find that it will take time. Now you can see the resolution 20 meters accuracy, and you will find that the satellite still it is capturing. You can see that the satellite shown 0, so that means it is still trying to capture the satellite. So as I said that whenever you want to start your survey, try to be in the open field, capture the satellites, and then so now can you see that satellite 11 satellites are captured? You can see 12, 14, and then now the accuracy is 3.99 meter. So you can simply, if you think that this accuracy you are not okay with, you can just again say change location. So it will again start the similar process, and you can actually repeat this, say for suppose if you want 2 meter accuracy, so till that time you can continue to repeat. Yeah, as I'm inside the house and my house is surrounded with trees, so it is creating problem. You can simply say next. Now your questionnaire starts, and then here you can simply go on coding the information. So water is available or not? So I will say sometimes. Next, what are the various sources of water? So I would say tanker and borewell. Next, now could you see that I'm here? Okay, I'll go back. Now here I am able to just select one. Can you see? Because we actually are given only one option, so it is coming with this one. Sometimes. Now here you will see that all I can select because it was a multiple choice. Understood? So I'm just keeping this as I'm not having pipeline, I'm having borewell. So just next. Is the tanker water accessible? So yes, in my case, so it will not ask me the other question. Okay. If I go back and if I say no, next, uh, follow up question कशाला दिला?
If I say no.
Okay, follow up question I had given to water, right? Water is available or not? If I say no, next. Now this was not the question. This was the follow up question which I had tagged for no. Is it? तो मैंने जब sometime select किया तो this question did not come. But when I'm saying no, this question has come. Understood? Are you able to understand?
Yes, yes.
You remember the question here which we filled?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I'll go back. So when you will find that whenever it comes to water is available or not. Now here you will find that I had earlier said sometimes. So it took directly me to the what are the various sources of water. Again I'm going back. And when I said no, it is asking me the follow-up question. What are the coping strategies? ये जो follow-up question था वो मैंने सिर्फ no को दिया था. Am I correct? Yes. Okay. So I'm just writing something here. And next. So multiple choice question. This is available. Is the tanker water accessible? No. Suppose if the water bore water accessible, yes. And then now I'm at the end of this form. Now, when I'm at the end of this test form, it is asking me whether the form is finalized. So I will just say save form and exist. When I say save form and exist, it will show me that yes, that your form has been saved. And then you will find that here edit saved form. तो अगर फिर भी मुझे लग रहा है कि मेरा फॉर्म में कुछ गलती हुआ है भरते समय, तो I can simply go to edit. I can click on it. Now you will find that this has been displayed. So if I want to make any kind of a change, I will make the change. Okay. And then I will say go to end. Again, it will ask me the same query, save form and exit. So I did that. Now you will find that you can see that they finalize. Now this particular form, then I have to say, and then I can say send selected. Okay. Now here it is showing test form success. So that means now this particular form has been sent to the respected location. Okay, now I'm sharing the screen of my Google Drive. I will stop sharing this. Okay, Nikhil, you can share the screen. Yeah, and now this is my Google Drive, if you can see. So this is our Google Drive, and so we were in this new test, and you will find that two forms are there. एक form जो है वो XML है, दूसरा form है वो Excel है. ठीक है? So we are opening the Excel form where this URL we had pasted. Can you see the record? Are you able to see the record?
Yes.
Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, because there was some technical glitch and there was some one step missing, I think we will quickly repeat the procedure so that अभी आपको एक continuous flow आ जाएगा. ठीक है? Is that fine? If it is needed, you can just take down the procedure. Yeah? Okay. Let's start from 0 again. Just show this OD के thing. हाँ, पहले क्या करना है, हम लोग ने OD के build में form बना लिया. Okay, we have completed our form making in OD के build. I have to go to my Google Drive. In my Google Drive, I have to prepare one new Excel spreadsheet, and then I have to give a name to that Excel spreadsheet, and then I have to copy that URL. Okay, so I'm copying that URL. Excel spreadsheet ka. This is first step, copy. I go to ODK build. In ODK build, I go to edit option. Then it is the form properties option. And there I go and simply type the URL, submission URL, which is my Excel sheet URL. So we have done that, done. Okay. Then I go to file and then I download the file as export to XML. Once this export to XML is done, what I'm doing, I'm downloading this file. Again, I'm going back to my Google Drive. And in Google Drive, I have already prepared an Excel sheet. What I'm doing is I'm uploading the XML document there. Okay, so I'm simply going and uploading the XML document there. Okay, so I have uploaded the cancel. I have uploaded the XML document. Okay, okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to share both. Okay, both. So go to first this Excel sheet. I'm sharing this Excel sheet to my email. Okay, and I'm copying the URL and pasting that URL. Okay, so yes, and I'm if you look at the third tab, the second tab, editor wala tab, so there you have viewer, commenter, and editor. You have to keep that as editor. Otherwise, your forms will not be, your data will not come to these Google Drives. And then I'm saying send. Okay, share anyway, share anyway. Yeah. Now I'm going to even XML document. Again, I'm going for a share. And again I'm giving the email IDs. अब जो आपने पूछा था question, someone had asked question. So here you have to type all the email IDs with whom you want to share. Okay, share and then editor and then send. Okay. Now this job is done. So now you have to come to this particular ODK collect. Now, when you come to ODK collect, what you have to do, you have to go to the settings and you can see that these are the settings. In settings, you have to go to server. In server, you will find that the type is ODK and Google Drive, Google Sheets. So here you have to choose Google Drive, Google Sheets. Then in Google account, from which account you have shared this. So this is the Google account. So जो drive आप use कर रहे हैं जिस account का, उसका आपको email ID देना है. Fallback submission URL which we have copied of the Excel sheet. So that we have given. We have said OK. Fallback submission URL में XML नहीं, यहाँ पे एक्सेल आएगा, स्प्रेडशीट आएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि उसमें डेटा स्टोर हो रहा है, इसलिए फॉलबैक यूआरएल में वो डेटा स्टोर होगा. एंड द सेटिंग इज डन. देन यू विल फाइंड दैट you have to come out of this and then you have to go to your email ID. Now when your email ID, so you can clearly see, again you will find that, so these are two forms we have shared. So what you have to do is you have to go for this XML form and simply you have to open this form. Okay, open and then go to simply download. Okay, the form is being downloaded. Now what I have to do, I have to simply go to ODK. Okay, in ODK the first step is get blank form. And then here it is written here down that shared with me. ये मेरा shared वाला नहीं है, ये मेरा खुद का my drive है. तो I go to my drive and you will find that the test form XML. Here I'm clicking this download selected. So I'm selecting this. It is giving me the success. Okay. Then I go to the field blank form. Then I have the test form. I'm selecting this form. And then I'm entering all the details जो भी है वो. Okay, the same thing what we did. So the geolocation has been collected, then I'm simply going for yes and then pipeline, whatever it is. Save form and submit. I simply go to my send finalize form, send selected. Okay, this is done. And then you will find that now whatever information we have filled in, that information will simply go to my Excel sheet. Okay, is that clear now? Any query on this? And you can see now the second record which I had filled in just now, that record can also be seen in the Excel sheet. Is that fine? Have you understood now?
Yes, yes.
Any queries?
No, madam. No, madam.
Okay, fine. Yeah, now I think we can transfer this to QGIS. Okay. Now Nikhil will demonstrate you that how this can be transferred to GIS. So for that you have to download the Excel sheet. So you have downloaded the Excel sheet, okay? And then QGIS, ODK, all of these are open source softwares. So you don't need to pay for them. These are freely available softwares. Now we already have picked up some data to show you, because this data won't show much results because there's two records are there. So we have picked up some data, and that data Nikhil will show you how it can be done. Yeah. Now Nikhil is already into QGIS. Uh, Okay, so you can see that now this is the Excel data we have. Can you just open one Excel sheet, Nikhil, to show the locations? No, that is the original one.
This is from ICSR project.
This data which I was mentioning, ICSSR. So this is basically the ICSSR project data. And Nikhil, if you can just zoom in, location wala thing. So you can show the spreadsheet also. So if at all you have any doubt कि कितना बन सकता है, तो शायद हमने ODK का highest capacity check किया है. And you can clearly see that there are so much of data available. So there is, it's fine, Nikhil, it's very heavy kind of a data. Now you can see the, yes, these are the two, you can say columns that are giving you latitudinal and longitudinal location. With this latitudinal and longitudinal location, you also have the accuracy kind of a data, that location accuracy wala data bhi rehta hai. Okay. So now this latitudes and longitudinal data will actually give us the point data. Now, can you just transfer it to QGIS, Nikhil? Yeah. So for the sake of showing you some patterns, we have collected some data, and this is the locational data. So first thing what we have to do is, you have to create a file only with this particular location data. So it is tab delineated file. Okay. So whenever you are saving the geolocations, the geolocations can be saved in tab delineated file. Okay, so all geolocations have been saved. What you have to do, simply you have to select the columns that are giving the latitudes and longitudes. So it is tab delineated text file. Can you see what is popping up? So you can see this particular file. Okay, G spreadsheet is the name. So this particular file has been created. Okay, and if you look at the properties, you can see this is a simple text document, but it is only tab delineated. Okay, yeah. Now Nikhil is going to QGIS. Can you see this? So now what he is going to do is he's just going to add the layer. Okay. In QGIS, you will find that there is a tab called as a layer, and in that tab layer, you will find that there is add layer. In that add layer, there is one specific, that is add delimited text layer. Okay, so he's just adding that delimited text layer. You have to simply get it from the location where you have uh, preserved it. Okay, so if you look at these three dots, it gives you the browsing option, and then you can just simply go to this text document. Now here you will find that G spreadsheet text, G spreadsheet Microsoft Excel. So here you can simply go for just G spreadsheet text document, open, add. Here you will find that it is geolocation. You can clearly see that in the geometry definition, it is the point coordinates, and here you will find that X and Y field, geolocation longitude, geolocation latitude, that has come. Okay, and if you look at this particular projection, you will find that default is this WGS 84. So you default is 43 north for Mumbai. So it this whatever it is there, just keep it as it is and then add, close. Can you see the point locations? Now, Nikhil, you can just open the boundary MMRK so that.
Okay, but everyone will not have that.
So okay, so if you don't have the boundary, you can simply go to some layers like open a map service, quick map services. It is in the web, quick map services, and you can go to any of these. We prefer OSM standard. You can just click on it. Okay, and you can see have this visualization. So this is basically the data collected. I think it was somewhere around 600 samples we had collected, and from different parts of Mumbai metropolitan region, and you can see this kind of a visualization. Are you able to see this? Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
great. You can add another layer, vector layer. Now this is the data which we have refined for the display purpose, like for the analysis purpose. So we are simply, so this is the data, and this is basically, regarding the whether people's perception that what they feel, whether they feel secure. So whether they feel secure in on the basis of gender, whether they feel secure on the basis of their ethnic background, whether the area is accommodative, okay, irrespective of their ethnic background, whether they feel safe or unsafe on the basis of gender, and whether you feel excluded from the. Now, these are all perceptions, right? And this is exactly psychology. And so, now we will try to show you this particular data, or rather, show the map of this data. So, we are just adding this D as a vector layer, add, close. Okay. Now you will find that these two layers have been added, and you can see this is basically called as attribute table. Now this is the location, and now what we have to do is we have to merge these two data sets. Okay. This is the second data, and you will find that in both the data there is a unique field on the basis of which we can join these two Excel sheets layers, and that is serial number. We are just showing you some 2 3 you can say indicators, but then actually you can add as many as you can. Now he is just joining the two sheets, so you have to take the uh, uh, टैब जो है डिलीटेड टैब वाला जो लेयर है वो लेना है. Go to properties, then joins, and then plus symbol, and then it will ask you that which layer you want to join. So you want to join D1 layer, so you are writing that joining field should be, it is the serial number. Okay. Target field also serial number, so both the Excel tables will be joined on the same, you can see. So in both the tables और Excel tables जो भी हमने choose किए हैं उसमें common field होना चाहिए, then only it will be able to join. Okay. Apply. Okay, can you see now? You will find that now the layers have been joined. Earlier in this particular Excel sheet only locations were there. Now the details of the other layer are also included here. Okay. So now we are trying to look at this, that is your area accommodative for all people irrespective of their ethnic background. Now this is the perception based question, and now we are going for the map. So we will go for the special query. Here are only two answers, yes, no. So on the basis of that we will try to classify. Symbology, categorize, you have to choose the column, you can choose the color, classify. So you will find that one is with red, one is yes, and one is with green. Nikhil had changed, and two is with red, no. Okay. Okay, and no data is with black. Apply. Can you see? Can you just zoom out, Nikhil? Zoom in. Okay. So, people who are saying yes are plenty. Can you see the people? Now here what you can see, here now we can simply go back to the field and we can see that which is the class then living there, which are the communities living there. And then you will find that it will be easier for us to understand then which communities are feeling unsafe. Okay. Now that particular data also we have collected, but because of shortage of time, it is difficult for us to like bring in all those aspects. But can you see the simple, perception based mapping? So on the basis of ethnic backgrounds, some people are saying, I mean, quite of a lot of people are saying yes, and here you will find that people are saying no. Now it is interesting if you can see this particular. Can you just highlight Shivajinagar, Nikhil? Mankud wala, red hai pura. Now here you will find that it's mostly no. And it is mostly no because this is a slum area and it is actually a kind of a ghetto. And this is it is the largely it is the Muslim population that lives in ghetto in this particular area. Okay, and if you go to some other parts, now if you can see this, so you can see this particular area, and if you are aware of the fact that, then you will find that in some parts. So this is basically, if you can see, these are some of these western suburbs. And in case of western suburbs like Goregaon and other suburbs, this is quite evident. Like especially when non-vegetarians are not allowed in the building and all that kind of a stuff is there. So you can clearly see such kind of a patterns are emerging in this particular perception-based mapping. Any questions on this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to have some kind of predictive models inside this,
Hmm.
how do you do that? Like using geographical, like as you said that there are ghettos coming in. So should I simply take ghetto as a what I can say, a dummy variable and put it in regression, or there's any geographical parameter that I can bring in my regressions?
Sir, if you want to add some, you can say statistical analysis, then you can actually have some functions there. Okay, but then predictive models will like all the softwares, they emerge with ready-made, you can say applications that are built within that software for predictive models. And then those model basically, and in case of QGIS, as it is free source, you can actually can you just show that, Nikhil, from where they can so you have to basically go to plugins, if you can see this. And from plugins, basically you can search, so manage and install plugins. So there are several such kind of, you can say, models that are built in. And as QGIS is an open community, so you will find that everyone contributes to this and they come up with their own models. And then you have to search for that particular model and then you have to download that plugin. So as he has written predictive prediction models, so you will find that these are the some of the plugins that are available. Say for example, noise prediction. So you can download that particular plugin, and then even the description is given. So QGI is basically self-learning. So what we do is that we download and then we basically look at the QGIS tutorials and learn, and then use that particular prediction model. So in QGIS, that prediction models will be offered, but then one has to search for.
Right. Thank you. That's
Yeah,
quite helpful.
Nikhil wants to add. Yeah.
Uh, One query was there. Someone else was asking, can we download the shape file, whatever we got, whatever we have created right now for ArcGIS as well, or for another software, even for the Eridas or architectural software? Yes, definitely. Just go to your final final location sheet. Click on right click on that shape file, just say export save feature as. If you click on you just click on right click export, then save feature as. Save feature as will ask you which format you want to save this shape file. So I think EST will be okay with all the softwares, AutoCAD and cadastral mapping for ArcGIS and Eridas Imagine. EST shape file is there. Just say give the location of that file where you want to save. I just save desktop and save. Click on save. Let's go to the print save. Name is location. Save and just say okay. Yes. layer exported successfully, say vector layer. So whenever you go for the another software used for the another software, here it is the shapefile, is the shapefile location. That location SHP will be your shapefile to use in another software as well. So whatever data you have been collected, you can use it in multiple ways by downloading it as an S3 shapefile or any other format, whichever you want to use. That is a question raised by the participant, hence I thought I must give an explanation for the same.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I would just Nikhil, stop sharing. So I'll just show you the maps of some of the maps of ICSSR. Mhm, mhm. So, we were just working on these rants and all, and you will find that we were just trying to see that how people actually, and so some of the maps we generated for the project. And here the best part is that the map includes actually these are all heavy scale. So you can see this. The color actually of this map is, see, you can see the star. So the star is actually indicating the livability rank, and then the color of the star, if you can see, that basically indicates the this UIG, MIG, LIG. Okay, so it's very very easy for us to connect one. So suppose if this is the green color, that means it is a UIG, and if it is a red, you will find that the livability index. So UIG saying that livability index is worst. Can you imagine? For us, we have kept 1 to 5 as the worst and 6 to 10 as good. And in some of the cases, you will find that. So this is exactly the example of perception mapping, that how people perceive livability. Now, if it is basically MIG, and here you can say MIG and the MIG saying it is the worst living. Okay, when it is actually LIG, so that is shown with the kind of a blue color. And see, this LIG is still talking about the yellow star, and the yellow star is 6 to 10. So the livability is great. Can you see this? So such kind of maps we prepared using this particular ODK, and there are several such maps we have prepared regarding the various aspects that we have covered. We have also used some of the statistical techniques like Z-score. So yeah, and so basically, this ODK becomes highly applicable when you want to track down on the perceptions and all. It's 1 2, so I stop here. Thank